Hey there. Welcome to my Airbnb. My name is Zane. Alan, right?
Actually, it's Adam.
Weird. Never heard that name before. Let me show you around. There's the bathroom. I provide everything except toilet paper.
Before toilet paper, some Americans used corn cobs.
Okay. Over here, I have a ton of DVDs, so I hope you brought your DVD player. This is the bedroom. I painted these. Yeah, this whole place is like a gallery of my own art. Man, Airbnb rules.
Sure does. Apart from the massive legal liability, of course.
Lie what now?
Well, Airbnb would have us believe it's a hospitality utopia and better than a hotel in every way. But the fact is, their business model endangers guests, enables crooks, and could leave you on the hook for anything I do here.
But I thought they insured me or whatever.
Not always. In many cases, Airbnb has refused to pay for damages. One guest crammed a bunch of stuff down the owner's toilet, causing $10,000 in damage. But Airbnb only offered to pay $78.
Hey!
I'm sorry. You know, I'm realizing this is a pattern of behavior. In another case, a guest refused to leave the property and became a squatter.
This is my house now.
After Airbnb wouldn't help, the host was forced to hire an expensive lawyer to evict them.
I've been here so long that my skin fused to your laundry basket.
But the risk guests take is even worse. Hotels are required to undergo routine safety inspections, but no one checks Airbnbs for working sprinklers, fire alarms, carbon monoxide detectors, or fire exits. What the?
I told you that's art.
Airbnb will actually send a photographer to take pictures of your house, but they don't send anyone to make sure that it's safe. In 2013, at least 6 Airbnb guests suffered carbon monoxide poisoning, and one of them died. And we don't even know the total number of people who have been hurt because Airbnb refuses to release the numbers.
Well, you take your chances when you get a deal this good.
Yeah, you do, but not everyone gets the same deal. Airbnb let you see my name and picture before you approved me, right?
They sure did.
Well, Sears does wonderful work. The problem is this enables discrimination. One study found that guests with black-sounding names were 16% less likely to be approved as Airbnb guests.
Wait, was that white family lying when they said I couldn't stay with them? Was there no emergency yoga retreat?
I'm afraid not. Non-discrimination in hotels was something the civil rights movement fought for decades. That's why in a traditional hotel, this kind of treatment is illegal. But at Airbnb, the bad old days are back again.
That is so up.
Yeah, it is. And it doesn't end there, because Airbnb is particularly bad for cities. If landlords had their way, they would make every apartment a vacation rental.
Of course I would. Tourists pay a lot more than tenants.
But that drives up my rent. I can't afford to live in a dang hotel.
So to protect residents, cities pass laws that limit vacation rentals in apartment buildings. Problem is, Airbnb doesn't respect those laws. A 2014 report found that nearly 3 out of 4 Airbnb rentals in New York City were illegal.
I'm not a criminal. I'm an artist.
Sure, you may be an artist, but a lot of Airbnb hosts are con artists.
Zane, this is Roy Saman. He researches housing issues at Lane, a Los Angeles-based advocacy group.
Adam's right. Airbnb is used heavily by shady characters who use the service to run illegal hotel chains. They take out multiple leases in different buildings and Airbnb those units year-round.
I'm just making a little cash while I'm out of town.
These jerks take critical residential housing out of the market, which drives up rent for all of us. And Airbnb does nothing to stop them.
There was even a case in LA where a landlord evicted an entire apartment building so he could rent out the rooms on Airbnb. Left unregulated, Airbnb can destroy entire neighborhoods.
I don't know, bro. Is it on Airbnb to control what their users do?
Airbnb is a big tech company, and they can filter out illegal listings very easily. Instead, they're putting the burden on us and on cities to go one by one and sue these landlords to make sure they're not breaking the law. And that just isn't fair.
Thanks, Roy.
Hey, Adam, can I come in? My arms are getting really tired.
Oh, it's not actually my place, so...
I don't know you, bro.
Not only does Airbnb know about these crooks, they actually take a cut. I can't believe we let them get away with this. If 3 out of 4 Craigslist users were using the site to commit murder, we'd be like, somebody stop that murder website.
I want them killed with a knife, from behind, for under $100 a stab.
Not only does Airbnb profit from illegal activity, they've even secretly purged the records of illegal listings from data they've released to make it look like it's not happening.
Wow. That's not icy. That's straight up dicey.
It's a shame because Airbnb actually provides a valuable service, like in remote areas that don't have hotels. But they also need to be a good neighbor. And right now, they're doing the opposite.
Damn. Thanks, Alan.
It's Adam, and no problem. I can rest easy tonight knowing I've taught one person the truth.
You're not staying here. I canceled the reservation 5 minutes ago. You blew up my toilet, remember?
But where will I stay now?
I don't know, man. Sleep on the street.
Well, everything we know about homelessness is wrong. I can talk about that.